Hello, universe. Welcome to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark.
Welcome back, universe, to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, episode 3, our first ever third episode of season 2.
And we're coming to you live from Coldwell Bankers Home Sale Realty Studios in lovely Grafton, Wisconsin.
All right, thank you, Jen. Mark is off today, so Jen is happily filling in, and she's going to move her microphone a little bit closer or lean forward. And today, we are hanging out with Milwaukee Krampus Eigenheit. Thank you guys for coming. Look at this. This is amazing. We got the Krampus back on here. We got Kael Starr, Kael Starr, and Robert check out my umlaut Schonecker hanging out today. So, excellent. What do we got going on today? Speaking of Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Studios, Roy's helping you out. Let's give them a little plug. If you're looking to buy or sell a home or interested in a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com, or give him a call, 414-235-0763. I'm staring at you because I got that memorized. They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs, and Roy's helping out Jen's in-laws, and he's going to be doing a really good job. So, today, we are talking with Krampus and Krampusnacht, Poorly Done Unicorn Cake, Fake Funerals, James Dean, being paid to be infected with the flu, Valentine's Day text finally arrive. But first, as always, what do we like to do?
It's
the
Yeah!
The hot seat?
It's the hot seat! Hot seat! The hot seat will drop and walk! Off the rails!
You haven't been listening? We got new hot seat music.
Oh my God.
We paid a guy to do that.
You're paying people?
Yeah, we're paying people. We got all kinds of stuff going on. All right, guys, are you ready for some hot seat questions?
Yeah.
You guys are going to make it?
Yeah.
All right. Socks then pants or pants then socks?
Socks.
Socks then pants?
Socks and pants.
Socks then pants. All right. What's the Halloween candy you will steal from a child's trick-or-treat bag?
Starburst. Butterfingers.
Peanut butter cups.
Ooh, Molly's all jealous because I threw some in the freezer and I am not letting her have them.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you put Reese's peanut butters in the freezer? He's like, yeah, I did.
Yours are in a bowl, cold, warm. Any weird items that you put ketchup on? I like to put it on potato chips and mac and cheese.
Mashed potatoes.
You put it on mashed potatoes?
I have. When I was
Eggs
pregnant.
sometimes.
Eggs?
Ooh.
Well, I've never tried
I
it
like
on
mine
eggs.
on
Meatloaf?
meatloaf.
Meatloaf, yeah. I tear it
that's
up
good
on
stuff.
meatloaf.
I put a lot on naughty children. It kind of brings down the crunch a little bit.
I call the children meatloaf.
When showering, do you face the water or away from the water?
Krampuses don't shower.
Okay. And I did look it up. Krampuses is the plural. It's not crampi.
Krampuses.
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 Krampusa.
Do you lock the door or unlock the door, Jen? You should keep it unlocked. You have health problems.
Yeah.
I go down the chimney. It doesn't really
I lock
matter.
the door.
You lock the door? What if something happens?
Out the
I'll just
chimney.
kick it in and kick it out.
But what if you have like a heart attack?
Well, I guess it's time then.
You could have unlocked the door and had your life saved, but it didn't
Yeah.
have to be time. Okay. Shoes on or off in the house?
Off.
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 I just, whatever's comfortable for people. Lee tracked mud all over the house last night. Her husband came over to see our new place, so.
Yeah.
But
Sorry about that.
no problem. Should advent calendars be opened 1 to 24 or 24 to 1 as a countdown?
I like 1 to 24.
Yeah, 1 to 24.
Depends on what's in it. I open them all in one day.
You don't play fair.
No. No.
All right.
She does not.
What is your percentage of time watching movies on Netflix compared to searching for movies on Netflix?
Oh.
50-50.
50-50. Because there's times we go to bed and it's like we never found anything to watch. We just
Yeah.
spent a half
Just
hour looking
look
for something
for
to
stuff.
watch.
Yeah, we just pick whatever's on usually. It's like, oh, let's try this.
Okay. So on a question with that, because I feel kind of bad, is it cheating on your significant other if you skip ahead episodes on a season you're watching together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cheating?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm way ahead on Walking Dead, and
Sure.
Molly has...
Does she know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm mad at him about it.
So now we can't watch the new episodes because I'm like 5 ahead.
Gotta catch up.
She's got to catch up. Yeah. Put that on some children. Catch
You're
up.
just going to have to watch them again.
All right.
Deal with it.
This will chap some asses. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hands down, yeah.
No one's against. Molly says no.
Molly.
Molly, there's
It's-
two
it's
Krampuses
whatever
in
you
here,
want
and
it
you're
to
going to
be.
go
If
against
you
them?
want it to be a Christmas movie, it's a Christmas movie.
Say Nick approves it.
Okay.
All right.
Then I'm in.
Who you think suggested Hans to fall out the building? It had to be me. 2-4 was like, do it.
Cream, then coffee, or coffee, then cream?
Cream then coffee, for sure.
Because it stirs it up automatically, right?
No, just take black.
Just black?
Black like my soul.
But demons didn't have souls.
I'm on the keto diet, so I gotta watch it.
Oh, we just got off of it, and I've gained like 11 pounds in a week.
Really?
Well, you know, St. Nick's gotta get a little more slimmer during the holiday season, you know?
More sugar. You gotta get plump.
Yeah, you're supposed to be jolly.
I am jolly.
Brushing your teeth or wiping your butt, you have to stop doing one forever.
Oh, brushing my teeth.
You're still wiping your butt?
Yeah.
I'd rather wipe my...
I'd rather too.
You'd rather just
Oh.
have a muck mouth?
Oh, well, yeah.
But then you're talking to people. People aren't really...
There's gum.
Yeah.
There's
Oh.
mints.
And Altoids.
You can,
Mm.
yeah. You got
And
that
brimstone.
covered then.
Okay.
Wiping your ass, you're just gonna smell like shit.
But if you poop fast
get
and hard
crusty.
enough,
That's
you'll
nasty.
clear the barrel out with the force.
Every single time.
But what
I
if
want water coming out of the bowl. I poop so hard.
Can you use a bidet instead of wiping?
There you go. A bidet.
Bidet.
Okay.
Okay, well that wasn't
There you go.
an option. Is that an option?
It's not wiping.
It's not wiping,
It's not wiping.
I suppose. I don't have a bidet, so I'm going to have to straddle the sprinkler.
I found a loophole for your question.
Thanks. Good job, Molly. All right, let's do the Pulp Fiction one for the guys here. Would you give me a foot massage?
No.
No, I'm sorry, you have to go
No.
on the naughty
Oh,
list. I'm
it's too
sorry.
intimate.
But what if my feet hurt real bad?
You have to pay me.
Pay you? How much?
You're just
What's
going
the
on
price?
naughty
I'll
list, that's
take,
all.
I'll do $500.
$500 for a foot massage? How long?
From Krampus?
How about
Worth it.
Krampus is trying to negotiate a
Half
good
hour?
price.
half hour is good?
Krampus, don't come down.
I want the boy.
Stand firm.
I gotta keep this. I gotta do that.
All right. That was our hot seat, guys. Thanks for playing along with us on the hot
You're welcome.
seat. All right, let's do a little housework here. Let's clean up. Not a lot of house cleaning today. Thank you for all your support, Universe. You've been great reaching out to me. Thank you. Off the Rails Network should be rolling out around the first of the year, correct, Molly?
Yes.
We're on the way. I'm producing some other podcasts. Others are going to be joining. We're possibly going to be cutting back on the Facebook Live to about once a month now. And just doing, we got so much more great editing material that it'd be better just to produce the shows a lot better and make live events a little special. So my hips are killing me today.
You're such a dork.
I know. I was trying out this new baboon mating ritual in the store.
We're walking through the store. He's like dislocating his hip walking, trying to like.
It's
be
called
goofy.
presenting, and the baboons on the television were doing pretty good. So I was popping my hips out of socket, shaking my butt in her face, and it worked. But at
You
what
got
cost?
it. Why are you still trying? Are you still trying to seal
We
the
are
deal?
great apes,
the
and I'm not going to let a little
hell?
baboon and his presenting technique outdo my game. So I took his technique, I made it my own. Now my hips have been killing me for days. Days.
He's
So,
whining about his hips, old man.
yeah, presenting worked, didn't it, there, Mal? All right, let's get this announcement. We're going to keep this one in here. Off the Rails will be at the Bavarian Beer House December 5th for Krampusnacht. We will be keeping this event going, so don't forget to like, share, comment, follow, ask Krampus questions.
I got a new toy.
So, all right. You guys want to see a unicorn cake fail? Real quick here?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Heck yeah.
All right. Somebody ordered a unicorn cake, and they're a little pissed off at how it showed up. Molly, check my screen.
That's not
Put my
it.
screen on there.
Yep.
So,
Wow.
so the baking is hard.
That's not a castle.
It's not that hard, honey.
That's not a castle.
No, it's kind of limp.
I mean, if you're going to make a cake, why just have the horn coming out like it's a glory hole out of the top of the cake?
I like it.
You like it?
Can I have that for my birthday?
Sure, but I'm going to put a condom on it for your birthday. Excellent.
Wow.
Yep, so unicorn cake fail. I just wanted to get that. Something's going on in South Korea that I didn't like this story at first, but then I thought it was kind of cool. They are doing fake funerals for yourself.
Huh.
And I thought that was a good Krampus story.
That's awesome.
You like that?
I like it.
Okay.
Well, you know how my funeral's going to go down. You're in charge of all that
Ah,
craziness.
Yeah, it's not going down that way. So, after researching this a little bit, I got another story on it. What they do is you write your own eulogy. They have your candle set up next to the funeral, and they put you in a coffin for a half hour. And you sit there. And they say this has actually helped people that were contemplating suicide, have bad self-image about themselves. And, yeah, what do you think about that there, Jen? Fake funerals. Anybody who's dealing with an addiction problem,
I think it's a good...
they kind of see this as like their future. And it helps them quit.
It's brutal.
It is brutal.
Yeah, it's right on. Man.
But people pay to do this, and they set you up. I got a better photo coming here. South Korea. They bind your hands in South Korea. Put you. they're not messing around. Here, you're writing your own eulogy. You can see a guy here looking at his own picture. They got candles going. Kind of morbid, but people start breaking down, writing about the death and fake funeral experience. And then here you go. Here's your wooden coffin, and they put you in the traditional robes and lay you down, and then the guy comes, ties you up, binds you, puts the stuff over you, and they close you down. Boom. And you sit there and reflect for a half hour.
Wow.
What if you don't want to come out?
Where's the dirt, man? Somebody should be burying me. I said I'm good with this.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, pretty bizarre. I thought that was kind of cool.
Huh.
Wow.
Interesting.
What? Would you guys pay for? What's it gonna take? What would you pay
They
more
have to-
for? Rubbing my feet or a fake funeral?
I think the fake funeral.
Yeah, fake funeral.
Thank you.
How much would you pay? $500 for a fake funeral?
Yeah.
I don't need a fancy coffin.
Just a wooden pine box?
Nice little pine box. It'll burn quickly.
Crazy text messages finally arrived 2 days ago that were sent on Valentine's Day. They never got sent. They were lost in space limbo. And then they
so
just...
people just broke up with each other for no apparent good reason.
Well, how many dick pics do you think came through the ether
Unicorn
to
pics.
phones that you might not even be
Unicorn,
dating the
yeah,
person anymore?
unicorn.
It's like, who's this Rob
Cake.
guy?
Yeah. So delayed messages were sent from iPhones and Androids. I didn't get any strange messages. Molly didn't send. She doesn't talk to me on Valentine's Day.
No.
No.
I know Mark uses that to do his taxes. I think that's a great idea. We should start doing that. Wait, do we have somebody that does our taxes now?
We do.
Yes. All right. So they didn't clarify why these text messages came.
Okay.
They just all of a sudden showed up. And some people are starting to sue because this one lady lost her sister since then and then got a text message from her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
That's creepy.
yeah, a boyfriend, another one had a boyfriend that died and received messages from friends that are now dead. And it's just opening a whole bundle of worms. It's really weird. I wonder how many people broke up since then and got like crazy, awesome, love you text messages.
That's a good movie.
That would
That's
be
gonna
a,
be a good movie.
that's a good horror movie.
Yeah.
Oh, getting text messages from beyond the
From
grave?
beyond the grave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hasn't there been?
Beyond.
Is there anything
Not
like
in
that?
text messages. But
No, there's one that was like ghosts haunt the cell phone haunt cell phones and start taking over people. Well, that's a different one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are big into the horror fantasy there. All right.
Yeah.
So definitely. What do you want, Jen? Love having you here.
Yeah, it's great being here.
Love having you here. All right, here's some people that are getting paid to be infected with the flu.
Oh.
What?
Wait, is it like a flu shot?
No, it's a
No, it's an actual the flu virus.
Oh.
They they're becoming guinea pigs.
Okay,
Well, if you're
so
gonna-
if you get infected with the flu virus, then you're immune after that? Is it kind of the
This
same
is-
premise?
Kind of, but what they're doing is they're taking these people. They're paying you good money for this too. I think it's like
Okay.
$3,300.
What?
But you have to stay at their lab for a week till the flu runs its course, and then they study the effects of the flu on you to better help.
I would do that for
Sure.
I would do that.
$3,300.
Oh,
right?
the flu
Sign me
anyway,
up.
so
Yeah.
A week?
Yeah.
But the flu can kill you.
I'm good. I've lived not a great life. I'm here.
Don't lock the shower door at the flu clinic, at the flu hospital.
No, I'm good.
So until you can't leave till you stop
I'm great.
shedding the flu virus.
I'm fine with that.
You're good?
Yeah.
All right. So the
Bring
study
it on.
is running from now until May, so you guys can sign up for this $3,300
You guys in?
a
Yeah,
week.
let's do it.
I'm in.
Where's it
Let's
at?
do this.
Oh, it's in North Carolina.
unless when you're at this flu clinic place, you can actually catch like the super flu because you're among a bunch of other people with the flu.
All the
Maybe.
flus are
And then it's like the
mixing.
zombified super flu zombie thing, and then I don't want it. But
They might be
But at
giving you
least-
the same flu.
At least you're in a clinic. I mean,
Yeah, you're
I
in a
can
clinic.
monitor.
I
and-
guess.
Isn't that how most zombie outbreaks
Right.
happen?
Right.
I signed up for the flu
Signed up
study.
for the flu and now I'm a zombie.
Oh, there's
Son
another
of a-
movie. There's another
There's
movie.
another movie?
You're right.
We're making movies here. All right. So, University of Maryland, Baltimore. All right.
Yeah, it's too far.
That's-
I think I've only paid to be infected with chlamydia.
Wow.
Oh boy.
That's all right. All
TMI
right.
time.
That's how right.
We got Krampus knocked here. Let's talk some Krampus. We get them boring stories out of the way. So,
I'm sorry.
who's ready
I
to
get
explain a
bored
little bit of the
easily.
history on Krampus?
Well, I can do it.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you take over.
All right, let's hear some Krampus. I got Krampus up here too. And then we'll do some Krampus facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Get
Is it
comfortable.
weird that I feel comfortable around demons and Santa?
As long as Santa's separating them. We don't
Is
need some
Krampus a
super
demon?
demon
good.
flu mixing
I'm
together.
still good.
Excellent. All right.
Oh.
History of Krampus. What do we got?
Well, Krampus is it's a very old history. It goes probably, no one really knows how far back it goes, but it's during the time of the winter solstice when a lot of come out dressed like monsters or demons to scare away the winter spirits.
Okay.
You know, they're kind of more of a, it's old school, pagan, I guess you want to call us. Hey, whatever.
It's pre-Christianity.
Yeah, Christianity. So what happened is, when the Catholics came into town and said to the people and their ways, hey, you know, you want to start Christianity here, but you guys are dressed like demons. What's up with that? So
And
yeah,
and afterward, they'll be able to keep the still have a goal. What would be the word? Cohesiveness with
right.
all their parishioners and everything. They made Krampus part of
their basically their event.
their event and holiday spirit. Well, me, St. Nicholas, is with Krampus all the time. That's why I always see him kind of coincide with me all the time, where he's had chains all the time because, you know,
Okay.
I keep a leash on him, essentially.
Right. So basically, it's the yin and yang, the good and the bad. You know, he's controlling us. We don't do anything
Most of the
unless he tells us to do.
So, in that, Krampus works with Santa, and he takes the bad children.
Yes.
So that Christmas song where Santa is making a list and checking it twice is basically bullshit, because he just gives presents to all the kids that are left when Krampus does the heavy lifting.
Well, if we're being more specific, that's more when St. Nicholas came to the U.S., that's where the list came. That's
where the song came from?
That's originally what it was. Then, because if you're over in Europe, St. Nicholas and Krampus are the biggest thing. Santa Claus is a U.S. more modernized version of it.
Okay, then St. Nicholas.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like the yin and yang of Christmas.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Excellent. And so there were. How did it get popular today? It kind of faded away for a while.
Well, that's a good one. Actually, it faded away, okay, during the 1930s and 40s, during World War II.
With Germany and all that.
Germany, and when it was Nazi-occupied, and old Adolf Hitler was like, no more of this
Krampus.
crazy Krampus, anything to do with the church or these demons. He wasn't, he didn't like that. Obviously, so it disappeared for a long time right there. It was basically nope. But
Nope.
it was like in the 60s and 70s, it started slowly coming back. But 90s, I'd say in Europe and now, and especially in America, what you're seeing is more of a modern day Krampus.
Okay.
What we're wearing today. But back in the 1800s, you see pictures of some of the old farmers.
Yeah.
They're dressed in very crude
Outfits. They're putting like haversack bags over their heads and bodies to look
fur
intimidating.
coats.
Yeah.
So was this just to scare the children to make them behave?
As Bone Papa said, there's it was originally supposed to drive the spirits away.
Nothing, Papa.
Oh, you were trying to drive
Knocking
the
Papa.
spirits away.
Yeah, but it also was the enforce the kids like, oh, you should behave because Krampus Notch is Saint Nicholas Night, because that's what it's originally called. Because Krampus and me would be going pave the way, walking to every door, and seeing all the children saying, "Have you been good?" And we'll find out if they've been good or not. If they find out the next day they have a switch in their shoe, they have a warning saying, "You better you better be good by the time Christmas Eve comes."
Okay. But what kid is going to tell you they've been bad when this shows up at the door? Have you been good? Yeah. Yeah, very good.
Very good, yeah.
Usually it tends to fall on the parents that kind of be the super tends to tell us whether or not they've been good or not. So
He's full of shit. He's a little prick. Put a stick in his shoe.
And now he's lying.
And now he's lying, too.
What a
him
lot
out,
of
take him
families would
out.
do too throughout the year is, especially if they have mantles in their homes, they would have a specific bell on the satin pillow and a satin box on the mantle. And every time the kids would be naughty or misbehave, not doing homework, not doing housework, they would get one warning. The second warning would be, or if you don't listen to the first warning, Mom and Dad rings that bell. So Krampus is aware every year by hearing his own bell ringing.
Oh.
So he keeps a tally on how many bells you've had rung the entire year.
That's a lot of bells.
And this goes throughout your entire childhood
make
in
it to
German
wow.
families.
January 1st.
Yeah. Wouldn't make it.
Wouldn't make it.
Wouldn't make it. Krampus would show up to a dead child already. Like, oh, I can't even whip him with sticks.
Oh, we don't want that.
It's my-
Still,
we
still, we don't want that.
It's like they prefer fresh meat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, in the 60s and 70s, there was a lot of sexual Krampus stuff going around.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
The
food or
erotica you're
something?
referring
Yeah,
to?
the
Stuff-
erotica.
Yes. hmm
That's creepy.
Yeah, I thought it started in Victorian time, didn't it?
I know that the greeting cards and stuff,
Oh.
I got some Krampus facts here that
Yeah.
Krampus,
That explains why I'm so turned on.
yeah, Krampus,
Krampus.
yeah. Krampus will have sex with your woman in the 60s here, pulling out
misbehave.
children's fingernails, and,
That's sexual?
well, he would do that and then have sex with the mother in these
Oh.
greeting cards.
That's
And
the
according
German
to
thing,
the
that's for sure.
greeting,
The greeting card?
yeah,
Yeah.
according to the greeting cards,
Yeah.
Krampus likes his women thick.
If you want to get with Krampus, you gotta be do something to do something.
A little motion in the ocean.
If Krampus and you sit on a teeter-totter and my feet are on the ground, date's over.
Yeah, you gotta lift Krampus off the ground if you want to get on him. I've seen these greeting cards. He likes them big.
His greeting
Yeah, I
card.
did a lot of
Das
research.
is good greeting card, yeah.
Damn, Krampus.
DasIsGood.com.
Krampus likes some thick.
Wow.
Ugh. So you guys, let's start from the beginning. How did the idea of Krampusnacht go from inside one of your heads to an actual festival? Take us through that.
Oh, this actually goes to Rob, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm the founder of Milwaukee Krampus Eigenheit. So when this got started, got a hold of another gentleman, T. Krolos.
Oh, T's been on here. We got a couple of his books up there,
Yes,
autographed.
T's awesome. So him and I got together, and he's in charge of Krampusnacht, because he's, with the paranormal con and all that. That is his thing. His gig. He knows how to run all that stuff. And I kind of took over the actual Krampus group, the Milwaukee Krampus group, to get things rolling.
Okay.
And I got a hold of Kyle, and there's a few others too. You got another one, Izzy Jax, and
Scott Walter.
Another gentleman too. We got is he's in Chicago. That's Grandpa Krampus.
Okay.
He's the Grand Krampus.
The Grand Mark.
Grand Mark
Grand
Krampus.
Moff
Scott.
Krampus.
Das is
Yes,
grandpa
Scott.
Commodore Krampus.
Commodore Krampus. Yeah, so
Darth Krampus.
Darth Krampus?
Krampus.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Scott's actually from Austria himself. Actually, he's
Okay.
and his family moved over here, so he's really heavily into celebrating the Germanic traditions and bring everything to and helping us grow as a group as we are today.
Okay. How many years? So how did it turn into a festival? How did you get places to agree to do this?
Really, it kind of fell to T. Krulos. T, actually, he's the one he was the mastermind of getting. We originally started at the Lakefront Brewery 2 years ago, and we sold the place out.
Go ahead. You can take it off. Get comfortable. You guys look really hot in those Krampus outfits.
Yeah,
Ridiculously hot.
There you go. Enjoy some beer. We got some thick Bavarian beer for you here to celebrate.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back. Thanks.
Oh, that is warm.
Whew. All right.
Yeah, where do we?
Feel it.
So it was T. Krulos
Yeah.
that got
Yes.
the Bavarian Beer House, and how did you get a parade started? There's a lot going on with it.
The first year we had it over at
The Lakefront Brewery.
the Lakefront Brewery,
Yeah,
and we expected only literally we thought me and T were thinking, maybe it's gonna be we'll be lucky if we get 60 or 70 people.
Okay.
It ended up being over 500 people.
Whoa.
We were like, what the heck? We were turning people away.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
we literally had to turn people away at
Yeah.
the door. I think 300 people were turned away at the door the first year.
Oh, that's
And we
never
knew
good.
we had to double the following year.
Right, we had no idea this was going to take
That's
off like
crazy.
that.
Even last year, we still had to turn people away.
It's such a huge German community around
That's
here, too.
I think why, and we were getting people coming up to us like 70s and their 60s, or 70s and 80s from Germany, going,
That's
you know, it reminds me of being back at home, and they were just so happy. And
Yeah, it was that one old German grandma that.
yeah,
that
she was
came
in her
up to her.
90s.
Oh yeah, she.
Yep.
Yeah, she
A
was
tear
happy.
in her
Yeah,
eye.
tear in her eye,
She's
hugging us,
crying,
yeah.
hugging us.
As you're kicking her out and turning her away. Get the fuck out of here, we're full.
Das Boot.
How much money
It's
you got?
just like Germany. No fun.
You will not have any fun. 9.
Give me your shoe. I have a stick for it.
I think it's more northern Germany, though, right? Us crazy Bavarians, you know, we like to have fun.
Yeah.
Nothing against you northern Germans, guys, so
That
don't get mad at
good
me. I love you, too. Yeah.
So
That's
Prussians.
not bad, Germany. It's the good
It's the
Germany.
good, the fun Germany.
Fun Germany.
Yeah. So Wisconsin is full of Germans. We were basically
Yeah.
settled by the Germans. And this tradition, did you have to study how they do this in Germany to kind of mimic? Or,
I'd say a little bit, and we had help from Scott Walters.
who is a German?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, he's been in. Yeah, he's done this for a while, and he's great knowledge of Krampus everything.
Because you're like, we want to have a Krampus festival. We need a German.
Yeah, and,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
he's kind of really him, and combined with him and Scott and T, we really had a lot of doors open for us. Just getting where we need to go. Like we were finally in German Fest last 2 summers ago.
Okay.
Oh, that's
first
awesome.
one. Yeah.
And people were losing their minds seeing us coming down there, and
That's awesome.
and Robin and Kael here were terrorizing a few people.
I bet.
German
That's
Fest.
even better.
Yeah, I want to say with the
terrifying.
German Fest thing. Actually, too, I want to put a
Little
shout out, for the Minnesota Krampus. Actually, he's the one, a gentleman there named Ty, and he's been doing a German Fest for a few years before us. So he kind of paved the way for us.
Okay.
And because no one else was doing it, they're in Minnesota. They're really big too, and he's got a really nice, huge following out there. And he helped me. So when I met him out there years ago, I was waiting to buy this outfit I have from Austria, where he got it from.
Okay.
And he speaks fluent German, and so he knows our connections out there. And I finally got my mask and outfit, and then from there, Ty's like, take over German Fest for that part. He's the blessing from him. It was really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah.
So it's going to be at the Bavarian Beer House this year.
Yes, year 2.
How much can you hold there? How many people?
We were at 1,000.
Well, I believe inside was 1,500, I believe.
I think
But the difference between last year and this year is this year we get the outdoor beer garden as well. So we are able, between the indoor and outdoor, double that capacity. So we're going up to about, I believe, 3,000 this year. But only like 1,100 to 1,500 inside. The
Okay.
rest has to remain outside in the beer garden until we can kind of like swap in and out throughout the evening. But
Like it's a
so
lot.
we've literally more than quadrupled from 3 years ago, from our inaugural year.
Wow, and you
In
guys
just 3
way
years.
overshot your first year too. So this is getting out of hand.
Like you
Yeah,
said,
we love
nothing
it.
that we expected.
And still growing.
Yeah, nothing at all that we expected, and I was so grateful when I remember before I met Robert in person, he was bringing up this whole thing on Facebook, and I was actually going to be a vendor at the first Krampus night. I wasn't going to do any of this, and then things were starting to come out more and more, and about a parade and about dressing up. I'm like, wait, people can dress up for this?
Yeah.
And I was a former costume designer, and like, and I miss dressing up, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a costume, and then I started my costumes started getting bigger and bigger, and I'm like stalking this poor guy, and I'm like asking him all these
It was
questions.
so nice though. She was so sweet. I'm like, hey, why don't you just join us?
Yeah.
Just help us out, so.
Yeah.
I kid you not, I did not see my wife for 2 months. I was like, and all of a sudden she comes down
In the sewing room,
Yeah.
I was in the sewing room for like 2 months straight. I made all this except for the faceplate, and I was in the sewing room for like 2 months straight, and I finally come down with all these bells coming down.
I'm like,
but it was all, he brought up this whole, it was just something to have fun and to
Yeah.
bring back this, because we all have a bit of German in us. Not fully German from Germany.
Yeah.
And if you don't,
And if you don't, do you want a little German in you?
A little knockwurst.
So it started out all just fun, just to bring back that tradition. And we had no idea how it was going to go over. We're like, let's just go do this. Let's go on. I think it was KK.
Yeah, Christmas on KK.
Christmas on KK was the first thing that we just decided to just
see what happened.
Took over and see what happened. And we wound up getting like our own security, and it was insane.
No, remember it was not. It was a fake guy.
Well, we wound up having security anyway, but that's
we
a
let him
different
join
story.
us. We felt bad for this guy.
We found out that later.
Yeah,
That's
a whole nother. Yeah, that's a way
whole
another
nother
story.
But it was amazing. And then it was like, when it was over, we just looked at each other. It was like, well, we got to do this next year, meaning Christmas on KK. But then it just blew up. And then another event, and then it got bigger, and then another event, and then that's when we started working with T. And Scott Walter came in and just learning his wealth of knowledge. And you could ask a guy anything, and he'll know it. And it's just amazing. We have a really strong team, and it's just getting stronger every year. We're already planning for next year.
How many people are in this whole thing?
In our main well, we have our core Krampus. We call it our main group.
The core Krampus.
Core Krampus. We show up once a month at the Bavarian Beer House and have our meetings there, and we
flog some children.
Yeah, flog some naughty kids down in the basement. No.
I'll bring my kids.
Yes.
Yep.
Please do.
Turn them into Krampus. But yeah, right now I'd say 15
For core?
Okay.
for core
For
Krampus?
core Krampus, I
I would
think
say
there's 15
15
of
yeah.
us.
Okay.
If you and then external from just the people who say, "Hey, just show up and want to be a Krampus," I think that bumps up to about 50 or 60 usually.
so what if somebody wants to be more than a spectator at the Krampus
Oh
parade?
yeah,
or-
they just got to get
Do
a
I
hold
have
of
to
us.
die to
No.
become a demon?
No,
I
no,
want to
no.
sell this.
Well, besides,
You have to be murdered.
We are yeah. No.
On Facebook
Just a
Live.
little bit of sacrificing and
Yes.
ritual involved. But
Yeah, we do the Blood Eagle and
hey, that's Norwegian. Thank you very much.
Scandinavian Norwegian.
So am I going to get laughed out of the Krampus parade if I come with my Chewbacca mask and unicorn cake horns?
Oh,
Actually, you
we would
probably
love
look a
that.
lot better actually than
Yes.
some of the others. It's all
So
right.
I love parades, so I'm
Yeah.
just actually excited to come and see you guys.
Yeah.
How many people are in this parade?
Oh, geez, last year we had about 70, I'd say.
Yeah, about
70?
70. We had
Yeah.
we had a couple angels. We had 2 St. Nicholases. Me and there was another person,
Okay.
and a whole bunch of Krampus. And we also had the what was
we
the
had a
group?
Grinch. We have. It's not just for Saint Nick, angels, and Krampus. Any holiday characters. So even a snowman. We had a Grinch last year. Gingerbread people could come in.
Yeah, he was actually
Any
dressed up as a Krampus.
holiday
Nice.
character can join the parade.
Mr. Hanky,
To
I'm coming.
take.
Too. Oh boy!
Oh, yeah. And it's Christmas.
Got a
too,
Santa
yeah.
hat on.
Yeah,
Just put little horns on him. You'll be all right.
there we
Actually,
go.
one of our
Devil food.
Krampuses has one of those hanging out of his basket.
Oh,
A
no.
Mr. Hanky
I didn't
hanging out
see
of his
that one.
basket.
All right.
Mhm.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, to take part in that, all you have to do is get on our Facebook page and register as a parade performer.
Okay.
And that also includes your admission for the evening. So, but you just have to have a costume of some sort.
So where do they find you on Facebook?
That is that on the Eigenheit?
It is on.
Actually,
Right.
St. Nicholas has it.
Haha.
There we go.
What?
Krampus, Milwaukee
Eigenheit. Or
That's what you
MKE Krampus, I believe, is the short.
And how to become a member. And you don't have to die.
No.
Not yet.
We even have angels.
We might have to do that for next year because people are kind of clamoring. So we might have to set a tier of priority of how to get in. So
Right.
we might have to have a little bit of a sacrificial
Yeah,
thing.
I
for
got to
next
remember,
year.
too, there's Kael said we have angels, too, because they were a big part of it, too. And the angels walk next to St. Nick.
And-
We'll hand out the candy. just
And
to
we
the
also-
parade participants.
And the Vesson, don't forget the Vesson. We had
Yeah,
the
that-
Vesson people show up.
Yeah.
And the witches.
The
where
hex, the
where
hex
is this
and-
parade and how long
Yep,
does
I
it
was
last?
just going to ask that. Where does it start and where does it end?
Well, it starts at the Bavarian Beer House.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's going to be there. We're going to, they'll be told where to go and stand, and we're going to
Okay.
come out and do our thing and end it in the beer garden this year.
Yeah, everything
There's
is
gonna be a
contained
bonfire.
at the event.
Yeah.
At the
Oh.
Bavarian Beer House.
Right,
Yeah.
all
So
right there.
I mean,
Yeah.
they,
And they can find this information.
It will
Yeah,
all
oh,
be
yeah.
online.
Okay.
So everything is the same day, same event. So it's not like a parade the day before, event the day after, or
Everything's
different
all
locations. It's all one shot, one deal. It's all centralized in the same area.
Very cool.
So why do you think people fall in love with the idea of Krampus? Is it because it's like Halloween and Christmas mixed into some sort of super holiday?
I think we love what scares us.
Okay.
And people, whether some of us want to admit it or not, we do love to be afraid. And we love what keeps us in line, no matter how.
Molly keeps you in line. He
uh,
keeps me in line.
just sometimes it's just those old traditional things that
And
stay
tradition,
strong.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
It's-
Bringing them back.
we're bringing
It's
them.
evolving. That's
It's
what
it seems
is.
like our generations want that old school tradition.
Yeah, but
back.
your children are going to hate it now. That's
Yes and
how it
no.
always
Well,
works.
my children are adults, and
And
my
you're-
daughter she is bent on
Okay.
raising her children and my future grandchildren on Krampus. And she's actually quite disappointed in me that I didn't raise her more strictly on Krampus.
Wrong.
So yeah, she takes part in helping with Krampus night. She helps with vendors and stuff. And
That's awesome.
and last year she was like, you really should have whipped our ass a little bit more with this Krampus thing. And we probably would have appreciated it. I was like, you don't think you would have hated it? She's like, no, actually, as an adult, I would have loved it even more.
It's still not too late.
It's still not too
I went to Catholic school, so I got
You got your
I
ass.
got my
Yes.
ass whooped all the time.
So,
So I was already like, ugh.
If I came in a priest outfit, I would scare the shit out of you more than a
yeah,
Krampus
I'd
outfit.
I'd have flashbacks. Don't hit me, Father.
yeah.
Well, then you just stay after class.
Everybody's got their own fears.
Yeah.
Well, so you said T. Carullis had some information for us too about the
Oh yes, there's some more stuff here.
yeah. Make sure you get all that in. Let's hear it. Krampus
And his readers.
and his readers. Here we go.
All
Literature
right.
readers. Here we go. What do we got going on?
Okay.
I want to cut you short.
I think you said a lot of this. Okay, yeah, this year, we're gonna be having. So when you come here to the event, there's gonna be music, food, drinks, but we're gonna have a market, a vendor market. We're gonna have like over 20 local craft vendors. We're gonna be there with all really neat stuff from Christmas, old school German Christmas ornaments to fun like holidays. Like I don't say Krampus spooky, but Christmassy stuff.
The American Science and Surplus. Krampus?
Yes, the American Science Surplus are sponsoring it,
Yes.
Okay.
which is really outstanding. Let's see what.
Encounter a wild pack of Krampus.
Wild-
Other frightening
yes.
characters.
Oh, and the kids too. There's a kids hour where they could come and do crafts and dress up and make little Krampus masks and do a
And
little
we-
parade.
Yes,
All
I-
age group.
Saint Nick gets to lead the little Krampuses before the big event.
Now, I heard you were talking before the show that you are always a Saint Nick, never a Krampus. And you kind of want to be a Krampus coming up here.
Eventually, yeah, I got I'm a slow budding Krampus. That's what I am. I don't want to be premature. That's all.
It's not a race.
No, it's not.
You'll get there.
Let's see what. Okay, and too, like we were saying earlier too about the different traditions you can come as. We have obviously it's Germany, Austria, Croatia, Northern Italy, and these other countries have a Krampus of some sort. They have their holiday monster. We have the Welsh horse, the skeleton horse. I don't know if you ever see it. It's like a skull head of a horse with ornaments in their eyeballs. And it's
God, I want that for
and it's really
Christmas.
yeah. Yeah, they're married.
So everybody's kind of got their own frightening stuff. But
Yeah.
America slacked off.
Yeah, we're all inclusive here.
Yeah, colon
I don't
Saki,
re-
and I didn't fear that.
I never heard of this until my husband worked with a guy,
Herman the German?
Herman the German, and he
I love it.
was from Germany, and he said all of these things, and we had never heard of it until then. It was kind of
That's
interesting.
Yeah, that's really cool. Is Herman the German coming?
Herman the Jew.
I think he's back in Germany, right?
He's back in Germany.
Oh, he's back in the
Haas
fatherland.
is back.
Okay. Also, we're having we did this last year, so I get a charity event going from the Marine Corps Toys for Tots. So we'd like everyone to bring a unwrapped toy.
Yes,
for the
you're
kiddies.
a Marine, so
Yes.
happy Veterans Day coming up.
Thank you.
We had our Veterans Day special last week.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah.
That's our 3rd annual. So
Yeah, that's outstanding. You guys do that. I appreciate
year.
that, and thank you
thank you
Beyond
very
for the
much.
vets too. Yeah. Yeah. So, and Saint Nick, do you want to say some of the other abs there? What's going on?
Yeah, go ahead. What T. Carullos has something else going on, you said. Oh, you got a Krampus bus from Chicago to Milwaukee?
Yes.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
inviting fibs?
We have we love the fibs.
We welcome everybody.
As long as they're Krampus.
Actually, and crazy enough, we got a bicyclist group coming over to the Krampus Knock too. So they're gonna cycle all the way from wherever to just have fun at
I
Krampus
don't
Knock.
remember where they're coming from.
Probably Bayview or something.
I think it is a Bayview. I think
Either
it's a
way,
Bayview
that-
bike group of 30
On
bikes.
December 5th.
December
Yeah.
5th.
They're going to be on bicycles.
Saint
They
Nick's
are.
Eve.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing that.
That's
Yeah, right.
crazy.
Well, those bikers are crazy.
They
They'll ride
are
in this. They don't
crazy.
care what it is. They'll ride in
No.
anything. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, on the bright side though, they get to enjoy because Bavarian Beer House, because they like us very much. They actually are making our own beer too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So they-
yeah, there's a special, what is it, a
Bells
whiskey?
and it's a whiskey doppelbock called Bells and Chains.
Excellent.
It's wonderful. It's very, and you can only get it on this night. This is
Whiskey
the only place and the
Doppelbock.
only time that you can get this specific brew.
A whole
for our event.
beer tank.
I think
full
they're
of it.
tapping it at 7 p.m. or something? Or?
Yeah, it looks like
I believe
7
so.
p.m. here. I'm
7
Yep.
reading.
tapping it.
Yep, 7.
Well, that's the course. I think my
And this year, is the
1900.
first time that they actually open an outdoor tavern for us in the beer garden, which is also going to be called Bells and Chains. So they might be doing the tapping, I believe, out there.
Okay.
So at the end of the parade that we were talking about, the Krampus parade, that will start at the Bavarian Beer House, will end in the beer garden by the Bells and Chains Tavern. I believe that's where they're going to be doing the tap as well. But we're also, for the very first time, having a Yule bonfire. We just got clearance from the fire department out there, and I believe the deputy for the bonfire. We're going to have fire spitters, fire performers out there as well.
And
So all for around the time of this tapping will be going on.
you guys got a lot of fur for some fire.
Yes.
We will
We'll
be
have to
staying
stay
away.
far
We will be
away.
staying away.
I kid you not.
Krampus
We
not
will
like
have to miss
fire.
that part.
Yeah.
Well, I kid you not. There's some crazy people in Germany that just walk through in their Krampus outfits through fire. And
Mhm.
watch
Oh,
the
they do.
videos. It's just like, no.
Dragging fire behind them.
Wow.
Yeah.
God.
Sounds like a good time.
I
They
think
don't let
actually-
us do that here, unfortunately.
There's going to be
Yeah.
bands too.
Bands, yeah.
Yeah.
We got live music. It's gonna be awesome.
Live music.
A lot of these bands have actually been with us since the original first event too, so they really cater to us too for the music. I think the Squeezettes, that's definitely one of the big ones. They're really popular. We love them. They've been pretty fun.
Okay.
Like the new one, actually, this is a new one. The Corson and the Cabin Boy. That's a new one I've never seen. I'm interested to see the Knights of the Krampus sing along song. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, the Foragers are going to be there.
Like a-
Another fun one is Exposed Foreheads. Oh, they're like a Devo type style. These guys are great. They are outstanding. They are fun.
So it's Bavarian Beer House, December 5th. Starts at 4 p.m.?
Yes.
4
4
p.m.
p.m.?
But if you want to get there soon and have fun, that's up to you.
Oh, people get there a lot earlier.
If they want.
It's fine. Well, when's the
Or
beer house
sit
open,
in their
right?
cars, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing's happening.
They can still get,
Before 4 p.m., I don't think anything is going on before 4.
well, they can still get food in there.
They do have the restaurant open.
Yeah.
Okay. And where can we find you guys? Where can we find all this Krampus information? Real quick for everybody.
Well, the ticket link.
Oh yeah, what's the ticket? What's this gonna run?
That's $5 to
Yeah,
get in.
$5 ticket.
$5?
Yes,
Yeah.
that helps for
I don't wipe
everything.
my ass with anything less than a 20.
Is that why you're poor?
Yeah.
That's gonna be some weird change.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can.
Coinage.
Yeah, just go to www.milwaukeeparacon.com. Was that /Krampus?
/Krampus.
Just type in your Facebook search engine, Milwaukee Krampus.
Milwaukee Krampus.
Or if
And
you're
you'll
not
see
from
this-
Milwaukee, just whatever city you're closest to, That
We'll also have
probably
a
has a
link
Krampus, right?
on Off the Rails.
We will have the link up on our, when this drops on Tuesday, we'll have the link up. You can just get it there. So
No, I don't know where we stand on ticket sales at this point, but usually we do sell out before the night is here.
So yeah, make sure you get them.
Yeah, people do have to make sure they get their tickets ahead of time because chances of getting in at the door are zero.
Could be.
Yeah, because I think
Absolute zero.
If I'm not mistaken, they just released early purchases. What, about a week or so back?
Oh,
Or
I'm
if
not sure,
mistaken?
but
that's Kevin T's.
they go
business
fast.
Usually.
They go very fast.
you're going to be outside crying with a 90-year-old German lady that never gets in.
That's right.
She never lets me in.
Das ist not good. I
Nein.
didn't buy them in time.
Didn't buy them in time.
Wow.
Well, there's gonna be
Don't
Yeah.
quit your day jobs, guys.
tell them there will be a special appearance there too.
A special appearance?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
special appearance by a horror host, stars of Housewife of Horror and Deadgar's Dark Coffin Classics.
Deadgar is going to be there. I met Deadgar at Twisted Dreams.
Yeah. Oh, nice, cool.
So,
What's
that's-
the roving zombie caroler choir? That's
I'm
new.
curious to see how that
new.
works.
I forgot about that one. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
new.
gonna be fun.
there's a lot going on.
There's
There's a
lot
lot going
going on.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is more intense than it was last year.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
Oh,
amazing.
this is going to
Do
be
you
great.
guys ever do any other parades other than this one?
There's if we get the options to, there's the Wendigo Fest. That's
We did that this year.
Wendigos
Nice.
freak me
Okay.
out.
Oh, the Wendigo. That's a creepy.
Yeah, we like
It's very creepy.
but we consider the people who run Wendigo Fest like brothers in haunting and scaring Christmas goodness. So they actually came with we had a few representatives last year come to us, the Krampus Nacht, and they were fun.
And I think they're bringing a busload down too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's even awesome.
Yeah.
Besides German Fest, we spread last year we did Sci-Fi Day at the Milwaukee's Discovery World, just
Okay.
kind of representing there, just be at the banging the tables. They had Krampus running around.
Oh yeah, this year we're doing the TeslaCon in Madison.
Yes, TeslaCon.
That's in
Yes.
the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's because I think they're doing what was the
German theme.
Oriental Express
Yes.
murdering theme mystery thing.
Yes, and it ends at like the German, like I don't know, Bavarian party beer house type thing
All right.
theme.
So if somebody would be interested in having you guys come and perform at an event or something like that, is that a possibility? Can
Yeah, they
do
just
that?
have to reach out to us.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
We would love that.
Yeah, on our
Okay.
Yeah.
group. On our group
On our
page,
Facebook page,
Facebook page.
yeah, Milwaukee Krampus Eigenheit. You can send us messages. That would be fantastic. We love doing events. We love
We're going to
making
be having
appearances.
a comedy and music event in the spring, so I will keep that in mind. We're
Would
going to
you-
be
would you
having
try to
Rail
ask ahead
Fest
of
here.
time?
in
Yeah, that would be
Grafton,
fun.
so-
Oh, real? Yeah.
The Krampus would be a
We'd
little
love
sweaty,
to
but that'd
come,
be
yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
Krampus is out year round. It does get quite sweaty in July, but Krampus is out year round.
We're in a freezing studio and you guys are sweating, so I
Yes.
can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we've been in I think like 25 below, and we're still
Oh,
sweating.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah,
nice.
wow.
Yeah, when it's
I'm going
winter.
to borrow that to go deer hunting.
Right?
Yeah.
Just
well,
don't get
no,
shot.
you might get shot.
I'll put orange over it. the head would be great. It's
Oh my gosh, that'd be
fast
outstanding.
asleep when somebody walks up. Is that, I'm just going to shoot it.
I got Bigfoot! Yay!
The world does not need to deal with this. I'm a hero.
Whoops. It's a human under a mask.
Yeah.
Pull off
Yeah,
the mask.
no, you don't Scooby Doo that shit. You just get out of there. Yeah,
Tom,
it happened again.
get over
It happened again. Oh,
It
jeez.
happened
I
again.
get 3.
Oh. You're on straight two. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. This was great. We are definitely going to be there. We'll be there taking pictures. I'm pretty sure Jen's going to show up with her kids.
Yes.
And
I love parades.
Oh, fun.
excellent. Well, thank you guys. Molly, what do you
I
got
was
to add?
just gonna say, I bet Susan and Mark will come too.
Mark and Susan will be there. Everything should be all kosher by then. Let's do a little bit of a speed rail before we wrap it up.
Fire away.
First U.S. Open hemp harvest was a big bust. 65% of farmers can't find buyers.
They
So-
didn't call us.
They,
It's only
what the hell
hemp.
do you want with ditchweed?
Yeah, it's only hemp. Come on.
Yeah. 8 in 10 millennials feel that they aren't good enough.
They aren't.
4.
8 and 10 yeah, 2 and 10
Maybe you're
millennials
not.
are wrong.
Oh, God.
Airbnb bans party houses now after the last Halloween shooting. You could just
Ooh.
rent a party house, but now they
People can't
We're done
behave
with that.
themselves.
People at those anymore?
Yeah.
What's this world coming in?
I don't know.
Uh,
Oh, by the way, if you want to keep the party rolling on December 8th, it's Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day. So
Oh, Doctor Who stuff.
You
I'll
can
do
just
that.
keep
Yeah.
going.
I
Keep
love
the
that.
Krampus
Yeah,
Fest going.
right on.
Nice.
So,
We don't have a Krampus Doctor Who yet, so.
Yeah, we could do that.
oh, that'll be awesome.
Bring your sewing machine over. We
I
got
like
this.
August
Yeah,
31st, 2020, the Miller Park tax will finally end. It
Hooray.
collected $600 million from taxpayers, 3 times the original price of the stadium.
So we get the other half,
Wow.
the other part back? Some
No.
You're right.
Maybe gas will drop, but I might actually step foot in the stadium now that I'm done paying for it.
Yeah.
Finally. Oh, this sucks. This is a bummer. Netflix could be cracking down on password sharing.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Did you just hear all the buttholes clinch in the whole universe right there? Like, password. Shit, I'm gonna have to buy Netflix. Journal of Experimental Social Psychology released a study that finds out people will tell lies to get laid.
Oh, of course.
So it's they're
not
basically
anything
nothing
new.
That's
new.
new.
But now it's official.
It's official. It's on paper.
Yep.
I'm just sure they had to try. They had to have a clinical trial to do that. That's why I was scared.
Yeah. People will tell lies.
They had a control group and a non-control group. Come on, now, what's going on here?
The placebo effect.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Key West is banning sunscreen.
Oh,
Why?
The,
Why?
the
Why?
chemicals in it are damaging the coral reefs.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
now people are wondering what's more important,
Oh.
you getting skin cancer or the coral reef?
Save the coral reef.
Or put a hat on.
Hat on. Wear your Krampus shit. You're swimming in the ocean.
Fine.
Or find an organic sunscreen.
Yeah, right. I'm
I
sure
think that
someone's
they
figured
Butter.
it
have
out.
something. Yeah.
Butter or
Butter.
mud? Mud would work.
I thought maybe that was their new campaign to get rid of some of the retirees that are out there. Maybe there's too many retirees, and they're like,
that's
no
good.
more
All
sunscreen.
these blue heads, yeah.
Big
Uh,
room.
In the herd.
You're right.
Seinfeld actor Charles Levin's body was finally found.
What?
Eaten by vultures in his car in Oregon. He died in July sometime. He played the crazy Jewish
No.
rabbi
way.
in
Oh,
the Brie
yeah.
episode,
Oh.
Oh, was
in
that
the Briss episode,
dumb?
and he was the crazy Jewish rabbi.
Really?
And,
Yeah. Wow.
Vultures in his car.
yeah,
How did he
eaten
It
to
was
death.
convertible.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Was it? Oh, I can't tell.
Jeez.
wow.
Wow.
So something fun about this huge northern cold front that I liked, I found in the news this week. It's pissing off people in Kansas City.
It's pissing off Tom, too.
It's pissing me off, but this is kind of funny. It's not from the cold that's coming down. It's from our, I'm doing air quotes here, agricultural smell. They're getting the smell of shit from our fields. It's coming down, and they're like, we don't
Human?
even notice it anymore. That
Is it like, oh, you're saying
Is there
from the
upwind?
cows or the humans?
Yeah.
Or the Krampus? Which one? What
All
are
of
those?
the
yeah, it's all,
All
the
the
cows.
above,
We-
yeah.
Yeah, they're getting it. They're like,
Ah, it's
damn, this
natural.
northern
It's
wind
nature.
is just blowing the
Really?
shit smell down there.
We don't even notice
We
the
don't
shit
even
smell?
notice because we
So-
spent our whole life in it.
Oh, no.
We don't even know that we
You
smell like shit.
That is not good.
Scheiße.
Scheiße. Das war der Scheiße. Dann Wind.
Essen mein Scheiße, Kansas City. Oh, damn it, why didn't I do that?
Das sind mein Scheiße, Kansas City.
Oh.
All right. Oxford University invented really good fake rhino horns to flood the market and end the poaching.
Mm.
So their rhino horns are like really
Yeah.
tightly wound hair together, actually. And they're using horsehair to do it. So that's pretty cool. Subway releases a new green eggs and ham sandwich
Ugh.
Ugh.
Why?
to take attention away from Jared. Anything to not talk about that guy?
Right, yeah, right.
It's like I was just holding it for them.
There we go. All right, that's all I got. Should we say goodbye to Krampus?
No, we don't want to
No.
We'll say goodbye.
No.
We're having fun.
You ended it anyways.
It's time to go. I gotta go. I was on Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, and it was really funny. But now it's time to go home and beat my dick like it owes me money. Goodbye, universe.
See you on December 5th.
See you on December 5th. Jen, where can they find us? This is your clipboard time. Anywhere, you guys, you can find us. Off the Rails TM is the key phrase.
All right, we are Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, and you can find us on Twitter at Off the Rails STM, Facebook.
Off the Rail STM. Off the Rails TM.
Off the Rails TM.
Off the Rail STM. I like
you
that.
should be Krampus. Take over.
You can find us on Facebook. Off the Rail STM. I suck at this too. Just email offtherailstm@gmail.com if you got any questions. Go to our Patreon page. You can get things of the bonus video. I'm staring right I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. Go to our website, Off the Rail STM. Off the Rails TM. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Thank you very much, Krampus.
Thank you.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you
coming.
so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Everybody, thank you. We had a good time. And remember, universe, we're not good enough.
Thanks for tuning in, universe.